out there. Shannon Thompson, Leighton Thomas, Conrad Meyer, Willem Lowe, Jason Balterman. Nice to see Jason out there. Chad Thompson, JB Shermers, Laverne Sabotka. And that man on the Ducati, Sharif Reynolds, is out there on the classics with John Kosterman. And Augustine de Toire is out there. Mario Ferreira, Willem Morris, Matthew Reynaud, Tyler Weber, and Philip Rimmer.
Well, yeah, so Shandon Thompson and Leighton Thomas, Conrad Meyer all together. Mario Ferreira out there. And, well, if anybody's got a bit of news for us on young Julian, who took a tumble at short circuit, it would be very appreciated. I don't know, I haven't been putting my ear on the, what do you call it, ear on the... On the socials, yes, my eye and my ear. I thought I was just listening to Wood or something.
You can put your ear on the socials, just put the phone next to your head. That's very easy, but...
I always get that wrong. You know, what happens is I don't know where to put the phone. I always have to be reminded by my wife to put it by my ear.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay, well, we won't go there. Right, so, yeah, they come up towards us. Nice to see that man, Sharif Reynolds, out there on the Ducati 996, the Cole Fogarty special. This man is very passionate about his Ducatis, and let you know something, folks. It's not easy to race a Ducati. It's a very different kind of bike to ride.
It's a beautiful, beautiful red number 7, of course, there, that Ducati.
John Kosterman on the pre-sling Suzuki, in the 81 machine. Nice to see him out there.
Love that 1100 Suzuki of John Kosterman. France, a good classic bike. I know in the short circuit, of course, we have the super single of Alan Westman, classic little Yamaha, so it's always good to see the classic bikes come out.
Jason Balterman out here on the 800 F800 GS. Jason's a big guy. He's lost half of his, he's lost a person. He's half the man he used to be. So Jason Balterman on the 90 machine sits there. Willem Lowe on the 80 Kawasaki there alongside him. And the pole sitters move into their respective positions. I must admit, Byron, some nice liveries on some of these motorcycles.
Oh, especially that number 63 JP Shermer's black Honda Fireblade. Well, here we go. John Green will move out of the way, Francois, and away we'll go shortly when the lights go out, and away we go as the second place man gets off of the line. Is that Conrad Meyer that split through over there into turn 1 for the first time in this race, and first of 9 laps.
Oh, you got to watch around the outside. Going up into second on the BMW, the F800 is Jason Balterman, ex-short circuit motor rider, but he's going to get licked up a bit by the leader. No, he doesn't. He says, hey, bly waar julle is. Yeah, and he's aan die regterkant. And he's looking up on the inside. He's going to take, is he going to take a lead? It looks like... oh, it's Chris and Balterman back up. Oh, I tell you something, this is brilliant. Red flag.
Red flag.
Oh, there's 2 riders down here.
Oh.
2 riders have gone down. One of them looks like Morris.
Does look like the BMW Boxer. The Francois, that mustard-colored machine.
We must have just gone out of sight on that one.
And then there's another one lying on the SA flag on the apron on the runoff tarmac section. Turn 2, Francois, always on these first laps as well, can cause quite a bit of trouble. And the rider, there's one rider walking, both riders walking, maybe need a little bit of a helping hand, but nope, they're both walking unassisted, which is absolutely good news.
Pieces of motorcycle strewn all over the circuit, so that is a bit of a problem.
And yeah, there are more, some bruised egos in there as well, and the fun stops so suddenly. Both riders are walking unaided, which is magnificent over there, but that is a red flag. Race stopped on this very first lap of the 9-lap race.
Oh, well, we missed out on that one. Maybe we'll get a replay, but they definitely are coming together. Pieces strewn all over the road. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate about that one. Oh.
Just to confirm, of course, we will be getting you the numbers of those bikes over there as well. And one did look like a BMW Boxer 1100, but
Yep.
we need to just confirm exactly who that was. That's Doc Neil Gargan. That's on the scene for precaution. And of course, our SA paramedics are well and truly here in full force as the marshals and cleanup crews all descend or all come towards the scene.
Well, it's nice to see. I see Donnie Maritz is out there as well on the 84 or the 64 machine.
I see the Mario Ferreira 44 is on the grid.
So it's Maurice.
So it must be Maurice, yes, as you said.
4-3 is one of them.
4-3, that is the that's Natwari. Augustin Natwari is bike number 43 on our list.
So it's the Tuari and Morris that went down.
1-3, it is confirmed, Frankie. Thank you very much. It is William Morris, as you said there, Francois, and I can see the Tuari bike getting pushed off to the side at the moment by the marshals. So two riders unfortunately out of this very first race, and Francois did point out the 64 on the grid at the moment of Donnie Maritz. And that's usually in the classic bike class, of course, on the Gixxer.
Don Emirates. I think I stand corrected, but I think he's 60 already. Yeah. He's older than me. No,
No, he is 60 years.
60, yeah.
I think it was this year that he actually had he turned 60.
Yeah.
And he's probably got 60 million laps around Killarney.
Probably something like that. Who's counting?
Replay. Okay, let's take a look. The whole gang goes in and already losing it before the corner. I think the Tuari lost balance and hit the Morris BMW. We'll see again, rolling over the curb there was, I think, William Morris. And we'll see another replay once again here, Francois, hopefully.
There we see again. Watch it mid-pack.
So watch that mid-pack.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's a back wheel clip. So he drove into the back wheel of Morris, and that's why they went down.
Oh, it just shows you how quickly, of course, in the gang.
I call that a bit of a rookie mistake, not maintaining your line, Byron. We know that when you go into a corner, you maintain your line. Don't try and change your line going into a corner, because then inevitably you're going to knock someone alongside you.
But thankfully, as we said earlier on, both riders are fine. Of course, the BMW 1100S, the R1100S of Billy's Service and Ovs Motards, and of course Natwari, that was the other rider involved there in the Clubman's motorcycle class. And Natwari
Okay,
on
Byron.
the Yamaha R1.
Sorry to interrupt. I see the board is out. It's an 8-lap race.
So we'll just knock one lap off. It'll be a brand new race. And only the rest left now, 2 knocked off. I think we only have about 17 out there at the moment now.
8 laps, guys.
8-lap race it will be.
Sorry, mathematical correction. 16. Not 17, 16.
16. Thank you. You're much better at maths than I do.
I just counted them. That's all. I have to confess.
I see your abacus over here as well. That has been giving you that counting.
My daughter has a joke about that at college. Their teacher said to them, if you can't get the calculator, you can use an abacus. In the class at this time, what is an abacus?
I thought that was a Greek surname.
Yeah, anyhow, it's an abacus. An abacus, yes, the little balls with Roman numerals. Right,
Yep.
so all the riders down there on the start line, they'll soon get the instruction to get their motors running. They're just clearing up the circuit there on the entrance to Castro Corner. A little bit of debris down on the circuit. Having a look down here, Byron, Jason Bolterman lying over his tank, contemplating, now how do I get that whole shot again? Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Take 2.
Take 2.
It will be, and sometimes we need a few takes
And
just
Sharif,
to get off the line.
And Sharif on the 996 saying, I ran right through the field and I got a bit bogged down. So do I take a different line? What do I do? Well, who's to know? But good to have all these riders out here in the Classic Clubman's. John Costerman rolling back the years there. He's on the 1100 Suzuki. Nice to have some classic motorcycles. And then Donnie Moritz there on the 64. Also a Suzuki. Different, have you noticed the different fairings? Costerman's got the round nose, Moritz has got the old flat nose fairing. Very much the same period bike.
I love those classic fairings there as well compared to the modern ones. I'm being a bit biased there, Francois, but those classic ones just have something about them. 3 minutes and turn 2 should be clear. You can still see some activity.
There's an echo in the commentary box.
It's echo. Right with me. It's my conscience. It's my
I
conscience
heard
speaking.
someone say something and I heard it get said again. I'm very confused.
Well, you can still see some brims out there as well. Lots of sweeping to do thanks to our Killarney cleanup crews, our Killarney marshals, and our SA paramedics, who are quick on the scene and quick to work and spend their whole day in the sun, in the rain, in the wind, and waiting to, of course, spring into action. But, of course, we are now within that 3-minute period that we will be starting again, and it will be a brand new race, albeit 1 lap down from the original 9-lap race. This is the last of the trio of bike races that we'll have, and then we'll go on to some more car racing, and then after lunch we'll commence the second trio of bike races. All right, so that was the sighting lap for the new race. And we get now back down to the grid. John Green, this man with the 5-second board, he's always in position. One of the bravest men in motor racing, as he picks a side and runs to it. Usually it's to the grass on his right-hand side, but back, of course, on pole position will be Shandon Thompson. And then the 55 Kawasaki of Leighton Thomas. As the revs rise, the lights will reflect shortly, all red, all out at the same time, and away we go for the start of this mile. And Shandon Thompson, a much more conservative start from everybody now. Shandon Thompson will get the whole shot surely into turn 1 here, Francois, on this first of 8 laps in this new race.
Yeah, having a look there, see at Jason Balterman got a bit of a wheelie start, not the one that he was expecting. He'll be chasing hard now. I see he's gone up to 3rd. He looks like he wants to go around the outside. Oh my word, around the outside of Castrol Corner, and he slots up into 2nd place. Head there of Shannon, and he works his way through the kink down towards Interceptor Corner. So Thompson and Balterman are in there trying to have a look at Sharif Reynolds lying in about 6th place on the Ducati. He'll want to work his way through, but already the liter bikes sort of blow up, and Jason hangs onto that throttle, gets a bit slow, and then gives it a good bit of a crank on the handle. Now they work their way down the back straight down towards Pertamina Fastron. You can hear the liter bikes going, and the liter bikes all come into their own now as they all blow past Balterman down towards turn number 5. But Jason will be very late on the brakes. He's on the 800. It's a F800 machine. It's a Rotax motor, and not a boxer motor, but he's having lots of fun out there. Right, they're coming up towards the line. You can see all the bikes there behind each other, all jostling for positions. Up over the line they go. Shannon Thompson, Leighton Thomas, Chad Thompson, Willem Lowe, Jason Balterman, Conrad Mayer, JB Sherman, Donnie Moritz up to 8th position, and then Sharif Reynolds up behind Donnie with Matthew Reynard, Wayne Grace, Laverne Sabotka, John Kosterman, Tyler Weber, Philip Rimmer, Mario Ferreira, all work their way around the circuit now. But your leader, Shannon Thompson, taking Castrol Corner a little bit wide, and so to Chad Willem Lowe with Jason in there.
Yeah, Chad Thompson getting a bit of a stab from behind there, out towards turn 3 now, Francois, from Willem Lowe. Jason Balterman, look out for him on that beautiful black BMW. Just taking a look, 15 of them out there and all, or 16 out there, all Mario Ferreira rounding everything off on the BMW, but leading the classic class at the moment, Francois, none other than Donnie Moritz by a 1/10 of a second over Sharif Reynolds' Ducati. They go down the back straight now towards turn 5. Could there be a change of lead here? Leighton Thomas looks like he's gone on the inside and should take the lead away there on the 2nd lap of the race.
There's a move that you didn't see. Taking 3 bikes down the back straight is that man, Donnie Moritz. He's gone in front of Willem Lowe, so he'll be up to P4. Well, Donnie, there's your first 2 bikes. Here comes Donnie. He's going to be 3rd over the line. Donnie Moritz rolling back the years as he crosses the line in P3 and leads out the classics by a huge margin.
Yeah, well, 60 years old. I thought it was 30 years old. Come on, let me tell you. Fastest lap as well, Francois. A 1:19.618, and that's considerably faster than everyone else. 0.8 of a second faster than our leader at the moment as they're going to turn 2, Castrol Corner. Leighton Thomas trying to break off the gap now. A second between himself and Shandon Thompson as they crossed the line earlier on, but Donnie Moritz cutting into that now at the moment. 1.7 seconds between himself and Shandon Thompson, leaving Chad Thompson behind 0.2 of a second still when they cross the line.
Yeah, and having a look there at Conrad May, he slipped up on the inside of Baltimore going into Interceptor Corner. So we watch now as they all work their way through Sorrel Sweep. The leaders making their way down now towards Pertamina Fostra, and it's still going to be Leighton Thomas, Shannon Thompson, but I think Donnie Moritz is up there. Donnie Moritz has possibly gone into second already. So Donnie van Kalani, there he is in screen, working his way through.
Well, we watch them now coming up towards the line. Francois, there'll be 5 laps left to go. 4 laps left to go, excuse me. And Donnie Moritz, a 1:18.965 fastest lap of the race. Half a second faster than Leighton Thomas as they cross the line. Going into turn 1 now. So Leighton Thomas, 55. Of course, the Kawasaki Ninja that he is currently on. 1.2 seconds between himself and Donnie Moritz. And Shandon Thompson now left behind by a second in that 3rd position.
Yeah, so Leighton Thomas pushing that Kawasaki as hard as he can, but that pre-sling of Donnie, well, we don't know quite what the engine capacity is. We think it's an 1100. I think it could be a little bit more. With lots of power there, but Donnie showing all his expertise, bringing it all to the fore now, up towards turn number 4. There's Leighton, there's Donnie up behind him. Then it's going to be Shannon Thompson, then Chad Thompson, then Willem Lowe, then Jason Balterman work their way through down towards Pertamina Fostron. Donnie Moritz is charging after Leighton Thomas. Leighton Thomas is lighting up the circuit, but Donnie is closing up hand and over foot.
Well, Thomas still leads, of course, not only overall, but he also leads the Clubman's class. Moritz in second, 1.2 seconds the last time. He comes onto the main straight now, and he should have closed that gap up ever so slightly. 1.2 the last time out. We see them as they come across the line and charge towards turn 1. It's actually a bit quicker from Thomas this time around, who leads overall. Donnie Moritz leads the classic class, and it will be Tyler Weber down in what is his 12th position. They currently leads the breakfast run class on the 750 Suzuki. Philip Rimmer in 14th position, he's second of bike number 8.
Only 2 of the breakfast class there now. The riders working their way now towards turn number 3, Scepter Corner. Donnie Moritz is throwing that bike of his around with some gay abandon as they work their way through in the Scepter Corner, and Leighton Thomas is leading out. Thomas up towards turn number 4. There on screen, he comes up towards you, Leighton Thomas, and look at Donnie Moritz on that aging, almost a 30, 40-year-old machine that he's chasing with. Trust me, the internals won't be 30 or 40 years old, but he's got that Suzuki absolutely flying as he makes his way down into Pertamina Fostron Corner, and he's closing down hand over foot there over Leighton Thomas. Leighton Thomas is going to have his hands full within about a lap and a half as Donnie starts to close.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 laps left to go now, Francois. They come towards the line, 1.3 seconds the last time out between Thomas and Moritz. They cross the line, and it should have shrunk over here a little bit, 0.6 of a second now. So taking now a whole 7/10 out of Leighton Thomas, a 1:18.383 for Donnie Moritz. They go onto the Joubert Straight now towards turn 2. That is the battle to watch on the penultimate lap of this race, Francois.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a little bit of a squabble there, and Leighton Thomas holding out of Donnie Moritz. He doesn't want Donnie to get past him. He'd like to win this one on the Clubman side of things, but Donnie is just all over him like a cheap suit going into Interceptor Corner. Leighton Thomas has got his hands more than full. As a matter of fact, I think they're overflowing at the moment because Donnie is right there on him as they work their way up towards Sorrel Sweep. There's Leighton, there's Donnie right behind him. Down the back straight. Key hold the line. Leighton's got to hold his line. He's just got to make sure that Donnie doesn't get past. But Donnie's going to slingshot behind him. Leighton winding up that ZX10 as he makes his way down towards Pertamina Fostron. He takes the inside line. Very defensive. Good call from him there. Donnie sits right up on his back wheel. There you see in picture They're working their way out now. Will Donnie get that grunt coming out there? That ZX10, I can assure you, has got lots of power. It can hold its own as they work through. Donnie's looking up on the inside. Leighton is having none of it. He goes down. He's going to be late on the brakes. It's modern brakes versus yesteryear brakes. And Donnie sits there with him. They're on their final lap. Final lap now for Leighton Thomas, Donnie Moritz, Shannon Thompson in third, Conrad Meyer, Chad Thompson, Willem Lowe, Jason Bolterman down in 7 crosses the line.
Yeah, coming into turn 2 now for the last time in its first race, going a little wider there now. On the exit is Shannon Thompson and just cuts across the front bow there as now Donnie Moritz goes into turn 3. Leighton Thomas, sorry, not Shandon.
Leighton Thomas leading out there over Donnie Moritz. Leighton trying everything now as he tries to secure that position for the final time into Sarl sweep. Can he hold on to that? All the folk in the Boma watching this excitement as he works his way out. Now, Donnie's going to wind that Suzuki up for one final time down towards Perdamina Fastron. Leighton has got his wheels on there and he's going to be late on the brakes down into turn number 5, Perdamina Fastron. Can he hold on? Donnie is there. This is a monumental effort coming out of Donnie Moritz, chasing a very modern ZX10 now as they come up towards the line. I think Leighton might have the drive as they come up towards the line. Donnie drafts him. Leighton does enough. Donnie Moritz second with almost, I reckon, about a 40-year gap in those two motorcycles.
Well, Shandon Thompson, that's the man I was actually mentioning earlier on, will come third overall, and that will be second in Clubman's. Conrad Meyer will come home 4th position. Chad Thompson, Willem Lowe, Jason Bolterman down in 7th position. 8th will be Laverne Sabotka. All Clubman's class bikes. JP Shermers. We wait for JP Shermers and Matthew Reynard. Will they come through now? Yes, they will. And then Sharif Reynolds will get second in the classic bike class, and then the winner of the breakfast run is Tyler Webber. John Kosterman comes home down outside of the top 10, and in the classic bike class he'll be third in the classic bikes ahead of Philip Rimmer, the second in the breakfast run class, and then Wayne Gress. We didn't speak much about Wayne this time. Francois will be third in the classics class, comes across the line right now. Mario Ferreira, the only man still out there on bike number 44. And here we go. Yeah, John Kosterman, sorry there, that's third in classics. Yes, Sharif Reynolds is, of course, the second man in classics. And then, of course, we have, after that, Mario Ferreira. Wayne Gress will be 4th. Mario Ferreira will be 5th in the classics class. Of course, that will be the 15 of them, or 16 of them, I should rather say, completing the race. And Atuario Morris out, of course, on the first lap in the first start.